Alright guys, next we're going to electrify the base. And 99% of the time, that would be a boring freaking thing that nobody want to see in a million years, because everyone's seen a base electrified before, but I promise you that this isn't your grandma's electrification of a base. This is going to be neat. I promise you this. 90% of the time, people either choose to leave their wires exposed or choose to hide their wiring. It's one or the other. There's really no other choices involved. I am going to use my wiring as a specific of the base decoration. Hopefully, I'm hoping it's not too subtle. There's a possibility that this gets to be, too simple, too subtle. If that's the case, it's going to be a really large amount of parts. Remember, I only have 7,000 parts to use, and I'm going to use about 5,000 or 6,000 parts just making the base itself. I do have some ideas. I'm thinking about breaking off the entire elevator system and the electrical system I'm putting in right now from the rest of the base. Meaning that I'll break out the foundations underneath and make a one square box around the elevator and the electrical that isn't connected to anything else. World's easiest elevator electrical shaft to put up. Just follow the elevator shaft all the way to the top. Okay. So the question here is how high to go. This gets interesting now. At least it should get interesting now. We don't want to go up and through. We want to go out, because the idea here will be to create a sort of Faraday cage. I'm hoping I can do this. I'm not really sure. All the way around the base. I'm gonna build it out to the front of the base right now, just so you can see the idea in action. You can see I've made quite a lot of electrical cabling pieces, and the stuff weighs a bajillion, million, zillion pounds. So we're gonna try to carry just what we need to carry. I can probably carry 300 and not die. I do have 450 weight. So it is getting late on my side. My voice I might start saying loopy, stupid things. You might find that I end up cutting this and making it into two different pieces, just because, hey, I just started saying loopy, stupid things. But we're gonna start by hopefully go outwards. Looks like it's not gonna let me go outwards. Looks like left and right are my only choices, which is fine. What would have been better? Surprised. I thought this was a four-way connection. Looks like left and right. Well, it doesn't really matter. We'll go right, just so this isn't touching anything else. All right, guys. So here is the point where this is leaving our tower. We're just going to connect another one of these to this. And we're going to shadow the entire base with these. All the way around the entire base. For now, we're going to go out to the front, because I really want to connect this to the front and go up around the face of that thing and see how it's going to look. Right, looks like it's coming up and through, so that's where we're going to stop with this and go up a vertical. We really want this to just be on the face of the building, if at all possible. That looks really nice. I mean, I couldn't have asked for that to come out closer if I tried. As I said, I'm good at wasting stuff. It is my favorite thing. Wasting really ridiculous amounts of stuff. No, it is not. Alright, so from there, I take a lot more pieces now, because I'm going to have to use verticals to do what I'm looking to do. And I don't know if it's going to look as nice as the hope was to make this flat to the wall. If I have to go with one extra piece like this, it's not going to be flat. Although, I could make this the connection for one of my other ideas to do with this. The hope was, on the bottom it's going to work. I can waffle this entire base on the bottom. So I need other parts, guys, but I can show you the basic idea with some of the verticals I have now. I need verticals, and I need gonna need some horizontals as well to make this work. Although it might still look sort of cool coming out this way and pointing out like this. I really wanted this to be flat against the building, like it is down here. I wanted a cage entirely around the building of these. And I can still create that effect, but it's not going to be anywhere near as cleanly as I was hoping. We'll see how it works out. Alright guys, so we have the beginnings of our Faraday cage. And we're not going to connect the parts that come up near the opening, I don't think. I just need to use them to go across. I might even switch them out for basic horizontals when I have some. I don't have any basic horizontals right now. So I'm going to hook verticals to this entire section here. Show you what we're going to do. And then I'm going to attach the reason that we're doing this. And then we're going to wait for night and take a look and see if it's even worth our time. And I'll be back when I'm done with this part. Alright guys, so it's getting dark. Oh, looks like I can't move. Okay guys, I've got the gamma turned way up. It's midnight game time. And we're going to start the next part of this. And then I'm going to turn the lights back down and we'll look at whether or not this was actually worth doing. There's a light that comes with the outlets in this game. And I want to see if it's going to look cool against the side of the building here. It's actually the entire reason we put these in is for these. As a matter of fact, I'm not even sure it's worth putting these in anywhere but this end. I think we'll try there and there. See how that looks. Like I said, it's really this light effect that we're going for, and I could probably do this with a lot less wires, which I think is probably good. I thought the wires might have a daytime value, but I really don't anymore. Again, anyone who wants to comment on that, I could use some help with this particular part of my project. Actual opinions would be nice. Like, how do you not die when you fall this far? That's a good opinion. I'm going to die this time. Nope. Still my not dying when I fall record is intact. I've actually only died once in this game, and I tried to die that time. This is what 450 hit points will do for you. But I drop again. I'm done. I better be really careful. And I can already see that this is going to give us some value, these junction boxes. I am going to get some value out of those. So I think that's going to be enough junction boxes to show you guys. Oh, it's getting bright. I'll show you tomorrow. Well, maybe not. It's enough junction boxes, I think, to show the light effect I thought would be really neat on the side of this building. I don't know how far out you're going to see that light effect, though. We'll wait till it's dark again. I'll put up a whole big bunch of these. I've got a whack of them to put up, so I'll come back once it's dark again. So guys, if you're going to build in the air, you're going to be expecting to fall down every once in a while. It's way up there. It's not easy for me. So I'm a klutz. So falling's part of being, you know, a dumbass, which is partially what I am. Professional dumbass. fall off this platform. I really ought to just build out the entire platform. Make things like this much easier. I really can't see where that's going. We went the right place. Went a place. I really need to get one in the inside here. We've been doing the entire way around. You might have noticed the inner ones are really giving off better. Oh wow, I'm partway in the building this time. Much better glow than the other ones. So I'll be back at night when I've got a bunch of these up. Well guys, I am really tired of falling out of the sky, so I'm going to whack together a quick flying base out of Atlas, which is something I plan to do anyway, so I'll do it now, because dying is no fun. Actually, I've only died once so far, but I've fallen like 6 times, so it's really time to do something else. This thing with the outlets is really tough to do. And with these bases, the entirety of your time is going to be spent getting these little frickin' foundations straight. You saw I had 4, I ended up with 2 because I had to break the first ones, but these are really nice looking. I got these on cleanly, and now I can do the front 2 as well. Alright guys, I was tired of falling off, so I made a very simple box shape. This is modeled like one of my friend's birds, Cryo. Used his ramp idea up front, just made out of metal because I make everything out of metal. I thought this could be one out further, but apparently not. So this will do. I mean, all I wanted this for was transport of like a mammoth or myself, mostly myself for building. And this will do. You know, I shouldn't be able to kill myself too easy with this. It's like I still can if I jump, but, you know, hey, that means I was dumb. So this is the simple box we came up with. You know, I can't jump off the sides. The front and back are slightly protected from jumping off, and I can still dirt myself right off this ramp, I suppose. But it's what I came up with on the fly to finish this project. The only issue we have now that we did this is I can't reach down just anywhere to get stuff out of Atlas. I can only reach down this one tiny small spot, which means there's yet another chance of me falling to my death. Which, you know, maybe that's entertainment. But, you know, I got very little done entertaining to you guys by killing myself. Very little done during that entertaining period. So, now I have to walk forward. Oh, I'm very tired, guys. I'm sorry. Actually, I don't see. The reason it's not letting me see that. Alright. I think I have to actually sit on the bird. Pretty bird, and tell me that you love me. So that's what we have to do, I guess. But, you know, I have this entire area to walk on. Walk straight up to this side. Put in the parts that we need to put in. Huh. This may actually be not that great. Protection we've gained ourselves may be silly, useless protection because I can't get. I have to get far closer. I may need to pull these fencings down so I can get in. I can probably run underneath now. Looks like we're doing pretty good here with the connections. I get a little goofy when I get this tired, guys. It's been a long day. Much farming was done today. I'm not sure this is going to stay like this, guys. This little section up right here. View. I'm going to stop. Alright guys, so we caved into big safety. We built our little gated birdie here. And we finished the project, which went a lot faster because I could actually do it without, falling. This is just a test to see if we can get any kind of real use out of this lighting effect that you get from these outlets. I think it's going to look pretty cool, but it's, by no means guaranteed. It looks like there's one missing, actually. That this will even be seeable from a distance. Or to people without my settings. I've got really good settings. So I guess time will tell with that, right? We'll know really soon. So we'll run, pretty far away. I mean, I can still see it here. The question is, can we see it, I guess you can still see it almost the entire way away from where you are. It looks sort of like stars. I think I like it, but I don't know if it's worth the tremendous effort it's going to take to put it in. It's going to really depend on nighttime. So let's wait and see what happens at nighttime. Alright guys, so if you remember last time, well of course you remember because for you, this is a single day. For me, this is the next day. We did the whole thing with putting up the tremendously large amount of outlets up there for decoration purposes. From the bottom it looks really weird. Looks like I shoved a bunch of, I don't know. I don't even know what the heck that looks like. I stuck boogers to the building or something. So, but it's getting dark, and of course, the reason I logged in today is really to see how this is going to look on the next day. Whether this is going to be worth it at night. I'm not sure yet. We'll have to see. It's getting dark right now. Unfortunately, it looks to me like the answer is no. I was hoping that would have a pretty dramatic effect, but obviously it does not. You can see it up close. It's cool up close. But really, for the amount of cost to this, I mean, just this little array that I created is probably 3,000 or 4,000 metal. About the same in wood. It's probably even more, to be honest. And the weight on these outlets is tremendous. I really thought I'd get more out of this. Might just be the direction at which they are pointing. I couldn't get to the point flat. Something I actually should have known from other times. I know. Really, it looks about the same from the top and the bottom. This, unless it's going to show up much more at night. This is something else. I think we should probably try to backstop this so that I get can really see. I'm thinking I might fill in this, backstop this a bit with stone, so that this looks really neat and stands out. Once I close off the other sides of this building, you won't get any kind of contrast. I think stone will give us a nice contrast. Maybe I'll play with that in a bit. Alright, so I've pushed down the gamma. And this is midnight. And I think that's a pretty weak effect considering the amount of time and effort that went into it. So we won't continue this effect. I was thinking maybe inside the elevator shaft we could do this. Have these along the edge as you're going up. Maybe that would be neat. But for right now, this is a no-go. So I'm probably going to keep some of this simply so that I can, hook to it. I think it's still sort of a neat thing, but I'm not going to have it be this massive array.